Good morning, you guys. Thanks for tuning back into Manifesting with Miracle. Today's segment is entitled Your Blessing is About to Be Served. And I pray that this message leaves you feeling encouraged, leaves you inspired, feeling hopeful, and just uplifted. I know that a lot of us are waiting on blessings. We've already asked God for certain things, and we're like, okay, God, I asked for this 6 months ago. I asked for this a year ago, and it doesn't seem as if I'm going to ever get this blessing. It's taking a while, and you may be on the verge of giving up hope or verge of just walking out on a blessing. But I'm here to tell you that your blessing is about to be served. You just have to be patient. God is running the establishment. He's doing everything on his own, right? So God is taking the orders, God is preparing the orders, and he's serving the orders. You already made your request known to God, right? So you've already put in your order. God has already taken your order. Some people have ordered financial freedom. Some people have ordered restoration. Some people have ordered new beginnings and new relationships. Some people have ordered peace, deliverance, whatever it is that you have ordered. God has already taken your order. His menu is endless. So, people are ordering different things all across the country. They're putting their requests to God. So we have to be patient. You might be whatever number you are in line, but your blessing is going to reach you at the appointed time, at the time intended. God's not going to serve it too early, and he's not going to give it too late. God is an on-time God. You have to think about it. You may be putting in your request here. They may have someone in another state putting in another request because people from all over the country are putting in these requests to this God. There's only one God. So just be patient and wait. Be still and know that God is working. He's in the kitchen right now preparing that blessing for you. And it may be taking a little while, but think about it. He's adding extra spices to it. He's grilling it to perfection. He's making it out of love. So he's working up the best entree for you. He's considering everything that you asked for. This isn't Burger King or McDonald's where you say, hey, I don't want pickles or onions on my burger, and they just mess up the order and give it to you anyway. God is considering the instructions that you've given to him. Whatever you asked him for, God is a God of specifics. So, he's going to give you what you want, and he may just exceed what you asked for. So while you are waiting, ask yourself, how are you waiting? Are you waiting patiently and humbly, knowing that God is going to deliver what you asked of him? Or are you sitting there complaining? Are you sitting there being grouchy? Are you on the verge of walking out on a blessing because it's taking too long? It takes patience and trust. You have to trust that God is working on the blessing, that he hasn't forgotten about you. He hasn't neglected you. He hasn't abandoned the blessing. The blessing is not in the kitchen burning. God is perfecting it. So you just have to be patient. Like I said, he's doing everything. So you just have to be patient and wait your turn in line. The blessing is going to find you. You can't rush the blessing because think about it. If you rush the blessing and God comes and he gives you this blessing too soon. If God comes out with some food that's half cooked, that's just unraw because you're just so impatient, he's just like, okay, here, you want it, here it is. But then you're like, this is not what I ordered. I wanted my food well done, and here it is. It's medium rare, but you're rushing it. So guess what? You're resetting the wait time on your blessing because now you're giving it back to God, and God got to go back in the kitchen and start preparing it all over again. So just be patient the first time and just wait for it. It is going to locate you, right? And I'm quite sure God has given you an appetizer. He's giving you confirmations. He's showing you bits and pieces of the blessings, so enjoy that appetizer while you're waiting for the entree. Because doesn't the entree come right after the appetizer? This isn't just some leftovers that he's heating up in a microwave. No, he's preparing this from scratch. He's preparing it from out of love. This is not something he just, okay, well, let me hurry up. Okay, she wants this right now. Okay, let me just pop this in the microwave for 2 minutes and give it to her. No, this is not no TV dinner. Okay, this is a meal. A full course meal. So you want a TV dinner or you want a meal? You want to rush the blessing, or you want your blessing when it's time? And while you are there waiting on the blessing, while you're sitting at that table waiting, and God is in the kitchen preparing the blessing for you, you need to allow him to prepare you for the blessing. Because you have to prepare for what you asked for. You can't be out here asking God for a husband and you're not preparing to be a wife. If you want to be a wife and you want God to send you a husband, you need to work on things that you need to do alone in your single season, or while it's just you at the table by yourself. So take up something. Do you need to learn how to cook? You want a husband, but are you preparing for it? Are you learning how to cook? Are you catching up on laundry? Are you establishing your credit? Are you paying off debt? Like, what are you doing to work on yourself? Start changing your mindset from I and my to we and us. It depends on whatever you ask God for. You have to prepare for that. You just can't be expecting God to do this and you just out here clubbing. I can't just say, okay, God, I'm ready for my husband, but while you working on him, I'm going to go ahead on, I'm going to go to this club real quick, or I'm going to go to this bar real quick, or I'm going to just go hang out with my homegirls all day. No. I'm going to spend some time with God. Like, God, what do I need to do to prepare for this blessing? What do I need to do while I'm in this season before my blessing even comes? Because I want to be ready when the blessing reaches me. And sometimes you're sitting at the table waiting and you have others at the table waiting with you. Sometimes you have to ask people to excuse themselves from the table because they're hindering your blessing. Sometimes the blessing is just strictly for you, and they can't be a part of it. God is withholding a blessing because you have other people sitting at the table who the blessing is not intended for. So, while you're at that table, you may have to go around that table and say, hey, would you mind excusing yourself for a minute? Hey, I'll catch up with you later. Hey, I'll text you back later. I'll call you later. I'm busy right now. I'm sitting at this table, and I'm waiting for my blessing to be served. So just excuse yourself for a little while. This don't have anything to do with you. This is strictly about me. I'm waiting on my blessing, and I'm preparing myself for my blessing. And what's good is when you've placed your order, you've already made your request known to God, and he's preparing her blessing. You don't have to get up from that table and go locate the blessing. God is going to serve the blessing to you. You don't have to get up. It's not a cafeteria line or whatever to where it's, we have to line up and we got to go and hold out our tray so they can put the food on the tray. No. You just sit at that table. All you have to do is just be still and know that the blessing is coming to you. You don't have to go check on it every 5 minutes. This is not a sandwich where you can fix it yourself. This is a meal that has to be prepared by a skilled gourmet chef. You can't just, this is not nothing cheap. This is not a Subway sandwich that you can just fix at home yourself, that you can replicate. No, this is a blessing from God, and he's going to serve it to you. So you just sit and you just wait at that table as long as it takes. You just sit and you just wait and you prepare. You prepare yourself. Okay, while you're sitting there waiting on your meal to be prepared and you're, enjoying your appetizer and you're sipping on your water or your drink, and you're drum mixing your hands, God is about to serve you a blessing. So get your napkin, tuck your napkin in your shirt. Go ahead on and just wait because the blessing is about to be served. Start saying your grace. Okay, even before the food comes, even before the blessing comes, start thanking God now. Say your grace. Do something useful. Don't waste time waiting on a blessing. While you're waiting, be prepared. Start preparing yourself for whatever that it is that you've asked God for. And it's going to manifest. So, thanks again for tuning in to Manifesting with Miracle. I pray that this word reaches the people that it is intended to reach. If you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, share. If you feel the need to, I pray that these words reaches beyond just your ears, that it penetrates your heart, it goes into your soul, and these words are, they just words to live by. Whenever you're feeling discouraged, even if it's just one little thing that you can remember, even if it's just the title, your blessing is about to be served. Even if you feel as though you've been sitting at this table and you thinking that your food is getting cold, it's not. It's not getting cold. It's not some leftovers. God is back there cooking it up right now. But do you have the patience to wait up on the blessing to locate you? You don't get up and try. You don't get up from the table and say, "Well, I'm going to find the blessing myself." You don't get up and say, "Well, I'm about to go in the kitchen. I'm gonna cook my food myself." Move out the way. You taking too long. Some people may get up at a restaurant and be like, "Okay, I'm about to walk out because they're taking too long." But don't walk out on God. Don't walk out on your blessing. It's about to be served. Until next time, y'all have a great day. Bye.